back to Makeup with Gigi. Today we are going to create this fun natural look while I get ready. Boyfriend promised pancakes if I can get ready in a reasonable amount of time. I think that means something under an hour. But I think we're going to do it. So, like and subscribe below, and let's get started. Hey everybody, just a quick one real fast. We're going to use the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Orgy Palette. Boyfriend promised pancakes if I get ready in a reasonable amount of time, and I want pancakes. So we're going to do this real fast, and maybe you'll follow along. So I'm going to start by using the color right here, Orgy, and I'm just going to use that on my outer corner. And then we're going to go into this color here, Versatile. And I guess while I'm doing this, I could tell you about my kitties. I did say earlier I would probably tell you about them at some point. We'll see how far we get doing this look. I guess we'll start in the order I got them. So that would be Schrodinger. She is a tortie. And right after I moved out from living with an ex, he called me and said they found this kitten in the sewer under the bar he worked at. And I had wanted to take our cat with me, but it was his cat first, so I couldn't do that. And I was like, sure, I will take this kitten. If you can catch it, you know, let me know and I'll come get it. So for about 3 weeks, he tried to catch her, and he'd send me updates, you know, saw her today, got her to come as far as, you know, this, whatever. But she was definitely feral and not trying to be domestic. And finally, he caught her. But for about 3 weeks, I didn't know, you know, except for a little bit here and there, if she was alive or dead. I also didn't know that she was a she. So he finally catches her and he sends me a text and he's like, I got the cat, but it's a girl. Because I had been calling it Schrodinger since we didn't know if it was alive or dead. You know, Schrodinger's cat. For those who don't know, Schrodinger was a physicist of some sort back in the day. And he did this experiment with plutonium and a cat where you put the cat in the box with the plutonium and then simultaneously it's alive and dead at the same time. Probably wouldn't be allowed to recreate it today because, you know, because mean. But at the time, that was the thing. We're going to do the top with this color here, Seduction. Ooh, speaking of cats. So I've had Schrodinger now, let's see. She's got to be 6, I guess. No. It was 2015 when I moved out from with him. So, yeah, 6. And every bit of that 6 years, she has been angry at me for bringing her inside. About 4 years ago, 5 years ago maybe, she got even angrier at me because I got a text one day from a friend of mine, and all the first text said is, you're a cat person, right? And we all know how those texts end up, right? I mean, yes, I'm a cat person. When is my new cat coming home? And so she said she had this cat that her sister had, but they weren't able to keep him, and he was super sweet, and he just needed a place to go. And so, of course, I was like, yes, he can come live at my house. And so that's how we got Shadow. And he is the sweetest baby. Let's see. I want to go into Blue Blood real quick. I want to use this color right here, Crystal Flesh. I really like that with a nude look. But he's really sweet, and Schrodinger has not been a big fan of him since we got him. She wasn't happy being an indoor cat. She was definitely happier being an indoor cat, being an only indoor cat. But they have learned to coexist, and they have even had a few moments where they, you know, have been caught napping next to each other. They tolerate. Lately, though, they have started to team up because we got a new kitten back in December. Yeah, I guess it was after Thanksgiving, but before Christmas. And that would be Fiona. Oh, Shadow, he's a Himalayan. I forgot to say that. So then there's Fiona, who we got from a friend of ours. He had a cat that had kittens a few years ago. And then between that cat and some of those kittens, there have been other litters. He's getting them all fixed slowly but surely, but man, is it expensive. So we were like, well, we'll take one. And one of them, she's a calico, but all the parts of her that are black are like torty. She's beautiful, and she's got this little split face. Half of it's black, half of it's ginger. Oh, she's beautiful. I love my little Fifi. I'm going to put my eyeliner on, and I'll be right back. There we go, y'all. Just some little baby wings today. Nothing too big, nothing too fancy. But you see how pretty, and just, it looks very natural, but put together. Alright, next we need to use our ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer in the color Medium 9W. I'm just going to put a couple of squirts of that on my hand. I've got my beauty blender ready to go, and we're just going to tap that in. So anyway, after we got Fiona, of course, the other cats were very displeased with us for bringing in this intruder. And she, when we got her, we weren't sure of how old she was. The guy we got her from was not sure of exactly when they were born. He was, you know, didn't pay a whole lot of attention and couldn't remember when we asked or were talking about it. We've since figured out when she was born, and we ended up taking her home when she was only about 4 weeks old. And so we had to bottle feed her for a couple of weeks and, you know, help her regulate her temperature and things like that when you get one that's too little. But she didn't act too little, and Mama didn't fight us for her, so anyway, we really got a chance to bond with her during that process, and she is now literally our baby. She tattles on the other cats. She loves her daddy. He's her favorite human. I'm her second favorite human. I'll do when he's not around. For concealer, we're going to use the Tarte Shape Tape. This is 29 and light medium. We're just going to do a little bit, you know, we're not glam today. This is just kind of an easy, natural look. Ideally, this should take you under 20 minutes, and this video may be that long. It may not even be that long. I'm almost done here. But yeah, she's spoiled. She tattles on the others. She sleeps in the bed. She's the only one that wants to be a lap cat and that will like actually come and sleep on my lap or sit on my lap. And she's just so good-natured. You can just pick her up and scoop her up. Schrodinger, she's definitely got some character. She never grew out of that alley cat mentality, I don't think. And so she doesn't take anything from anybody. She doesn't let you hold her. She doesn't want to be picked up and loved on. That's just her. And she's another one. The vet. Usually vets, you know, they're pretty adamant about bring your animal every year and all that. It's been a little while, like 3 years since Schrody's been. Not because I don't make her an appointment and I don't try to take her, but because I cannot actually get her into the crate to go. She's mean. 1 year I had Josh try, and he got her almost in, and then she got her back legs into his forearms and tore both of them up. And we just decided with the vet that if she didn't appear like she needed medical attention that bad, if she was healthy enough to fight us like that, and she didn't go outside, then they're not too worried about seeing her. I did notice the last time I got her there, she's got a big sticker on her folder at the vet, and I'm pretty sure the techs in the back are drawing for the short straw when they have to see her. So anyway, she's a difficult one. Definitely got her own personality, doesn't take any shit from anyone. Shadow, he's just the docile little baby, although now that he's getting older, he's becoming quite the grumpy old man. His new favorite pastime, I guess, is he goes to sleep on the back of the couch. And the way our couch is, it's like actual pillows. It's not like a cushion necessarily. And so he'll go to sleep on the top and it will sink down in the middle. And eventually, if he's laying too far one way or the other, he starts to fall. And he is normally sitting behind me on the couch, which is fine. I like him there, you know, reach back, get a little pets every now and then. Problem is that when he starts to fall, it becomes my fault that he's falling. And then he starts to like claw at the back of my head and meow at me and yell and get mad. And I explained to him calmly that this is not my fault you are falling, sir. I do apologize, and how may I help you? But it's not my fault you're falling. Something looks wonky there. So anyway, he's getting to be a grumpy old man. Schrodinger, she just spends most of her day hiding under the bed or sleeping on one of the couches that nobody sits on. And that's her thing. It makes her happy. This is just my Hoola Benefit bronzer that I always use. You know, it makes her happy and it allows her to coexist with the rest of us. Every now and then, it's really funny. The big cats are afraid of the baby, it seems like. If she's blocking a doorway, they just stop like they're waiting on her to get out of the way. They do hiss at her every now and then, you know, but she hisses back. She's not scared. She's a mean little thing sometimes. But we love them. They are the best. And best friend's cat just had a whole litter of kittens. So if I can get boyfriend to agree, then we will probably be getting another one. And if I can't get boyfriend to agree, then we'll probably be getting another one. So there's that. This is my Truffle Shuffle blush by ColourPop from the Animal Crossing. We're just going to put that on our usual spots. But yeah, I'm working on being the crazy cat lady. I can't get enough of them. I'm in my head slowly plotting and designing out a wall system for them to, like, you know, have a place to climb and go up high and see things, because they like to do that. Other quirky things about the cats. Schrodinger, she doesn't like cat treats. She'll eat them occasionally. Mostly she'll only eat the cheaper ones. Her favorite treat is a handful of clovers from the yard. And I did look it up, and I didn't see anywhere that it was toxic. And I figured if she lived under the bar, she's probably immune to just about everything anyway, because that place was a cesspool. It is no longer there. But it hasn't hurt her yet, and that's her absolute favorite little treat, is someone to bring her in a handful of clovers from the yard. I don't get it, but whatever. I also can't have any houseplants because of her, because she will absolutely eat every one of them. For my waterline, I did the Wet n Wild, the Kohl in a brown, and then I did my e.l.f. usual precision, whatever, in black. And then under, for my waterline here, I'm going to use white. This is the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in Exit. And white, it just helps open your eyes. And if you're doing a natural look, you know, open is probably what you're shooting for. Other great colors to use would have been this peach one. It's called Peach Fuzz. I've used that one instead of white. I've used the little pale pink one. That is the color, oh, I don't know. What does that say? It's all like worn off here. Good Reef, maybe? I don't know. They all came in like a roll-up set that is linked below in the description box. But whatever the pink one is in there. All of those would be good for under eye right here for this look. Depending on, you know, which way you went with it. And you could totally do a black or brown or whatever color you want, really. But I like a white there. I'm going to go back in with my Orgy palette here. And I'm just going to put a little bit of color under my eye. I've got my Morphe M165 little angle guy. And I'm going to use, again, the color Orgy like we started with. And I'm going to connect my wing to my under eye. Ooh, that's dark. Okay. And again on this side. And then for the rest of my under eye, I definitely don't want anything that dark. We're going to go all the way up to Versatile that we used. And we may, let's see, how's this come out? Oh, it's not too terribly dark. We're going to go there about just the other side of the pupil. There we go. And then I'm going to take my little BH Cosmetics, that's the number 4 for those playing the home game, and I'm going to dip it into Seduction, which was the lightest color we used today. And I'm just going to use that to smoke this bottom out a little bit. And this look is great for every day, for date night. You could even almost see it being a wedding look. It's very simple, very easy to achieve, as long as your blending skills are on point. If they are not, keep practicing. That's how you do it. You have to practice something for like 10,000 hours before you can be an expert at it. And I tell you, I'm probably not at 10,000 hours yet. But every day I get a little bit closer. Every day I get a little bit closer. We put away our Orgy palette. I am going to go back in and do my mascara real quick. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex Waterproof. And it wouldn't be a quick get ready with me without some mascara to clean up, would it? We're just going to give that a second to hang out and dry. See right here? That's not supposed to be there. We're just going to take our spoolie in one of those. And then we're going to take our little beauty blender. Still got a little bit of concealer on it. And we're just going to tap him right there. Ta-da! All better. Good enough. And for lipstick, we're going to put on our ColourPop Lippy Pencil. This is the color Starship. Why Starship again? Because it was the one laying in front of me. Now that I've got my lip liner applied, and remember, it is important to wear a lip liner even if it is the color of your natural lips. This helps your lipstick stay in place. And for lipstick today, I'm going to go in with the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Velour Liquid Lip. This one is from the mystery box this summer, the Yak. And I think this is only available and will only ever be available in the summer mystery box. So get it while you can. but it's just a very nice coral color. Not too much for like a natural kind of look. And I've never been a big fan of coral, but it does seem to be a color that suits my overall coloring. Lastly, today we are going to add some highlighter. I'm just going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Moonchild palette, and I'm going to use the color Pink Heart, which is this one right here. Since we are going pretty natural, you know, we're going to go with the pink one. Generally, I like to use something a little more colorful, but that's okay. This is still very pretty. And for me, it's very subtle. For the average contestant, it's probably something they would apply lightly. You know me, I like to sparkle. So we put a lot. Even on a natural day, we gotta sparkle. So yeah, if you have any funny cat stories or cat experiences you want to share, drop them in the comments below. You could also maybe like, subscribe. If you subscribe and you want to turn on those notifications, that's the little bell down there. That's going to tell you every time that I post a new video. And that way you're aware. Alright, so that does appear to be everything on my face. And now I have to go get dressed so I can go get pancakes. Hooray!